The world is divided into two kinds of people: those who have tattoos and those who are afraid of people with tattoos.
So, my Borneo roses I got earlier this year as sort of a way for me to not only get over the things that I have been through, but as a way to progress. The people of Borneo believe that the Borneo roses, each side protects that side of your body from possession by demons. So, not only did I get these to protect my body from metaphorical demons, or I should say, spiritual demons, things that could physically possess me, but also from the metaphorical demons that have always plagued me. The misery, the doubt, the problems that, are largely in my head. The Borneo roses are designed to remind me that I'm protected, not only from within, but from without.
Since I was 16, I wanted a tat, and my first thought was to get one in memory of my mom. I was going to school for graphic arts that actually got me into drawing it up. The heartagram means eternal love, so I got that, and the angel wings, when my mom's name, was what I first originally thought to get. When I turned 18, I got just the heartagram because my finances weren't that good at the time. But the next phase was actually in Rochester, New York, my freshman year in college, where I found out that the heartagram was actually crooked from the original artist, but the artist that did the wings of my mom's name fixed it by tweaking it a little bit, which made it not look crooked. After that, when I moved back to Portland, I decided I wanted to get something for my dad, and he has an eagle on his back, so that's why I got the eagles holding a banner saying, "Like father, like son."
I got this tattoo for my dad, who passed away from cancer in 1997. Swallows used to be tattoos that sailors got. If the sailor died at sea, the swallows would carry their soul to heaven. My dad was no sailor, but I really liked the meaning behind it. The banner they are carrying has my dad's birth date in it. This tattoo definitely means a lot to me.
Hardcore itself was born from punk, and where punk was political, I'd say hardcore was much more personal. Punk wanted to change the world, and hardcore just wanted to improve the people that were living in it. So, straight edge coming out of this was very logical, I'd say. The basic message that it is staying true to oneself, protecting your body, and just being a good person, I'd say. The three basic aspects of it are no drinking, no drugs, no promiscuous sex, and that's rules that I've always lived by as long as I've known, like, before I even knew what hardcore or straight edge was back when I was like 13. Growing up with an alcoholic father, you have basically two ways of responding to that. There's the rebelliousness, which I took and decided at a very early age not to have anything to do with what this was, like alcohol and anything like that. So I decided, again, when I was about 13, that I would never ever drink, and it wasn't until 3 or 4 years later that I found out other people thought this way, and this was actually quite a big thing. And so I adopted that sort of way of life, and the symbol, the X symbol, it was from back when all ages shows. Well, they still do it today. All ages shows, they'll put an X on your hand if you're underage, and so that you can't buy alcohol at the bar. And so the straight edge kids, they would take this message or take this symbol and make it their own and own it and make it something that they could control. And it is a statement, basically, saying, even after they were of age, they were saying they would still do this, and it just became a thing that it brought power to themselves for not or deciding not to do this. So yeah, basically, I got the axes. I have the same thing on the other arm as well. It's just kind of an awkward position right here. Just showing, just to prove to myself, and it's not so much to say to others, like, this is what I am, or this is how I am, this is something I did for myself. Yeah, I just got it so that I'd always remember what I had to do, and just, yeah, it's a constant reminder of how to live for me.
So this is my Harry Potter tattoo. It's a dark mark, which is the tattoo that the Death Eaters have, who are the order of the evil wizards that serve Voldemort. I got this tattoo because basically I always root for the bad guy in any given form of media. I don't know really what that says about my personality, but I just thought it would be interesting, and it's actually probably the tattoo that has gotten me the most interest from strangers on the street and things like that, who pretty much always recognize it if they're anywhere between the age of, 15 and 25.
This is the tattoo that I got on my 21st birthday. It is drawn by my mom, and she's my best friend. She means the world to me. It's a dragonfly and sunflower. That's my favorite pattern that she does in pottery. She's been a potter for her whole life. This tattoo means a lot to me because I've almost lost my mom twice to tumors. She actually had lung cancer, and then she was actually diagnosed with a tumor in her head that she had to have removed about a year ago. That has caused her to become deaf in one ear. My mom's my best friend, and I'm really glad that I have this piece that
I got my tattoo
was drawn
in
by her,
2007.
that I could have.
It was actually
permanent part of
hours
my life.
before the Tool concert. It's a piece done by Alex Grey, but Tool used it on their Lateralis album. Tool means a lot to me. They changed my life, changed my whole perception on just everything, and they've always been there for me, and I really wanted to dedicate a tattoo to that change.
My freshman year of high school, I met one of my closest friends. Joking around, she called me Sunshine. I really liked it, and it sort of just became our nickname for each other. Being as impulsive as I am, I called her up and said, I want Sunshine tattooed on my wrist, now. We called a tattoo place, and they said if I made it there in 10 minutes, he could do it. One problem. Normally, it was a 30-minute drive. Needless to say, I made it there.
My junior year in high school, I met my best friend. We met at a party, and we just kind of hit it off immediately. One day we were hanging out, and I called her Sunshine, and it just stuck. We went through some hard times during my senior year, and I almost lost her. I don't know what I would do without my best friend, and we got these tattoos to remind ourselves that we will always be best friends no matter what happens.